This episode is brought to you by Nana's Deli. Looking for a taste of classic comfort? Head to Nana's Deli, a local legend since 1981. With 2 convenient locations in Livingston and Jersey City, Nana serves up the best in deli goodness. Whether you're craving their famous tuna salad, mouth-watering sloppy joes, piled high pastrami, or a bowl of their signature soups, every bite is a taste of tradition. And don't forget to order my signature Food Czar Flats. Plus, Nana's Deli offers catering perfect for any occasion because who doesn't love great food made with care? Visit Nana's Deli today and experience the flavors that have been making memories for over 40 years. Make sure you mention Food Czar Podcast to receive 10% off your next order. Visit nanasdeli.com for menus, hours, and locations. This episode is sponsored by Likeware, the team that created my Food Czar logo and merch. I've worked with them personally, and they made the whole process super easy and professional. Likeware specializes in custom spirit wear and logo wear for schools, events, fundraisers, and even podcasts. They handle everything from design and printing to online stores and fulfillment using top quality brands. They may be based in Delray Beach, Florida, but they ship nationwide and offer free shipping on orders over 50 pieces. Visit likeware.com or email info@likeware.com to get started. Likeware, wear what you like. Mention Food Czar Podcast to receive a discount on your next order.
This is Behind the Counter.
Behind the Counter.
With the Food Czar. Here's Heidi.
Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Counter with the Food Czar, which is me, Heidi Blum. And today we get to talk about my favorite food from my favorite place that serves that food. That's correct. I am talking to Morgan, Kulessa, and Brian Lewis of the Wing Bar in Jersey City. And if you've never been to the Wing Bar, I am telling you that after you hear this episode, you're going to be going directly, without stop, to the Wing Bar in Jersey City. Welcome, guys.
Thanks so much. What a great introduction.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's not hard for me to talk about delicious chicken wings, but we're going to get to the most important, I think, food that's in America today, and that would be the chicken wing. But we're going to get to that.
I love that.
Right?
Hopefully that's a stat. I hope that's fact. I hope that's a fact.
It's my stat. I don't know if it's true, but it's my stat.
Totally objective.
All right, so let's go back for a second. I met Bryan Morgan. This is my first time meeting you. Yeah. I came to the Wing Bar because so many people were posting about the Wing Bar, and it was a rainy Saturday, I believe, in the winter, and I was like, I need to do something today, and I drove to the Wing Bar, and I met Bryan, and from the moment we met, we got along immediately.
Yes.
And
good vibes.
Good vibes, exactly. Mav's Top Buns were at the Wing Bar doing a pop-up, which was awesome. And that's where I met Eric Hammer, which then he did my podcast after that meeting. So it was a very fortuitous day.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. It really is. Like in this space especially, just to have any foot in the door and you make the most of it, it felt really nice to have that opportunity for both of us.
Well,
sure.
And what's amazing is the Wing Bar, for anyone who hasn't been there, it doesn't seem this way on social media, but it does. And when you go in person, it's a small space. But when you see it on video, it doesn't seem as small as it is.
Right.
So when I came, I was like, oh, it's small in here. And I can't believe I have to go through and do one of my videos. And I was panicking, but it worked out amazing. It worked out. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's talk about, I know a little bit of your background is that you guys went to college together in Seton Hall, go Jersey, is it the Pirates?
Yes,
Pirates.
go Pirates.
Yes, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's talk about your relationship and how we got to the Wing Bar.
Sure. Ladies first.
Oh, ladies first. He's a gentleman.
Always.
Yeah.
Fry.
Yeah.
So we went to Seton Hall together. We met in 2014. After our time as Pirates, I'll let Bryan talk about what he did after college. But for me, I moved to Jersey City, and I was working with a bunch of restaurants in McGinley Square area.
Is that where this is? I don't know Jersey. Okay.
Yeah,
I have no idea where I am.
It's like a little nook.
Yeah.
So we're like a sub-neighborhood of Journal Square.
Okay.
And I started as a hostess, working with all the local restaurants, and kind of just made my way through, getting through the door of learning how to manage restaurants. And I said to myself, I really think I could work this as a career. I really enjoy hospitality, working in restaurants, and then eventually worked my way to bartender, then to general manager, and then eventually I was doing completely strictly operations. So I wasn't even working in the restaurant, I was working on the restaurants on the back end.
Okay, hold on a second. So you go to Seton Hall, what was your major?
History, if you'll believe it.
Oh, really? That's funny. And where in the 4 years of college did you guys meet? Was it in a class?
We didn't have a class together. We just had mutual friends.
Yeah, she's one grade above me.
Yeah.
So I was a freshman, she was a sophomore, and I had my other friends who were friends with her, and then pretty quickly I don't even know what the first interaction really was, but we just got really close really quick, especially in those first bits of our school year.
Sure.
As a freshman, you latch on to some people, and you also discern who are the people that you don't want to be with.
Yes.
And she was easily one that I was like,
we're going to be friends.
we're going to be good.
Yeah.
Seriously. And it was so natural, and we had a great friend group and really stayed close quick.
So your major was history, and you're from New Jersey.
I'm from New Jersey.
You're from down the shore, you said?
Yes, I'm from Toms River.
Okay. And Brian, we're going to flip-flop this.
Yeah, totally.
Brian is not from New Jersey. You are a Maryland boy.
I'm a Maryland boy.
That came to Seton Hall, which is I didn't even know that people outside of Jersey went to Seton Hall.
No, my mom's originally from Connecticut, but she grew up really in Morristown, New Jersey. And my dad's from Long Island, so I was kind of raised by Yankees. I had a lot of family up here. I'm here for all the holidays, you name it, I was there. So I definitely spent a lot of time up here, and I'm a huge basketball guy. And they're in the Big East, and they're nasty. Well, usually, not this year, but I love it. So I really I found it, I liked it. I wanted to get away from my hometown. A lot of people went to University of Maryland, South Carolina, down south schools, and I wanted to just have a chance to make my own legacy, kind of step out a little bit, get out of my comfort zone, and just try something. Yeah. And I'm so lucky that I did, and I'm so happy that I chose where I went, for sure.
What was your major?
That was communications.
Weren't we all? Sorry, no history here for me.
I honestly, a minor in PR, but I was doing film, mainly film classes, and I kind of flip-flopped from film to TV, and I just kind of wanted to see what I liked. I wanted to be a sports broadcaster, and I was just like, all right, I want to try it out. I'll go here. Let's spend $70,000 a year for school, and then make $20,000 once I get out of here. And it just didn't make sense in the long run.
Sure.
And I just transitioned, and I didn't know what I wanted to do at all. I was just like, I want to get my degree. I want to have that piece of paper to say I did it. Yeah. Because I wanted a big school guy. I think I'm smart, but I'm not necessarily
street smart.
Yeah. And I always have these ideas in my head. I'm like, I want to follow through on something. I never had that follow through fully. And then having the Seton Hall, I was able to work with the Food Network. I was able to work with these great internships in the city that really launched my grit and my career forward, working with some great companies.
Okay, hold on a second. Now we're going to go back to Morgan for a second. So, Morgan, you graduate from college. You come up now through hospitality, which surprises you, right? So, bartender, were you did you just learn on the job?
Totally.
Everything you learned on the fly.
Totally.
And where was it that you were working?
So, in McKinley Square, there was a Portuguese barbecue restaurant called Carve Out Barbecue. Yeah. And that's where I started as a hostess. Okay. And then I worked my way to bartender, then server. So I worked through all the positions. I worked in the kitchen for a little while as well. So it was really it comes as all of the restaurant positions. I've pretty much done all of them.
Which is amazing because you need that when you own a restaurant, I think. Totally. Right? Okay. So you do this and you're like, I feel like I can own something. I feel like I can have my own place. Is that what you were sort of thinking?
I think so. I studied history because I wanted to go to law school, and that was always the dream. That was my family's dream. My older brother's a doctor. They're like, oh, doctor, then lawyer. I come from an Asian household, right? Yeah. So then when I told my Asian mother I didn't want to go to law school anymore, she was like,
oh, God. Oh, then you'll be a doctor.
She's like, oh, and then you're going to, I say, I'm not going to law school. And then she's like, okay, then what do you do? I'm going to bartend. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm sure that went over well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I think they didn't see the vision at first, and quite frankly, I didn't see the vision at first. Yeah. And everything, hindsight's 2020. It all makes so much sense now why my life went the way that it did. Yeah. Right. But I think we really, even Bryan could probably agree, we never really saw owning a restaurant as part of our life. I don't think we've ever really.
Not that early on.
Yeah, because we're in our
not at all.
We're in our late 20s, and I don't think we ever thought that would be part of this decade of our life. No. And the opportunity kind of just fell into our lap, and that's when we were like, okay, maybe we could own something. But saying off the top of our head, yeah, we could own something. I don't think that was
in the plan.
Yeah, that was never in the plan.
Especially when anybody you talk to in the industry, it's like, what do you recommend? Don't get into it. Like, don't own a restaurant.
Everyone will say, don't. It's so hard.
That is, every single person I've talked to who has family in the restaurant business, who have anything, they always say, do yourself a favor and don't put your foot in that bear trap.
Now, doing this little gig that I'm doing, it is, I mean, the respect level I have for restaurant owners, chefs, I mean, you put everything, your financial part of you, your personal life, your emotional, your physical. I mean, it is, and it is does not stop. I mean, the grind, it's constant.
Right.
So it's really hard. So Bryan, so you mentioned the Food Network, you mentioned all that. So you graduate college, and what are you like freelancing in film, or like what are you doing?
Yeah, no. So I was interning. I had 3 internships in college, and that was the first one was like. I don't want to say dodgy, it's not the right word, but I worked for a PR firm in Lower Manhattan, and it was my first experience working there and having that routine, that schedule.
Yeah.
And I worked with like people like Puff the Magic Dragon is one of our clients. And then we had like a witch who was a Wiccan woman in Salem, and that was one of our clients, just trying to get them on any little bit of a podcast.
So they were like an entertainment PR agency.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they were trying to get themselves on any sort of radio show or any sort of magazine or anything. So I was making 100 calls a day. I'm ripping it, like having my, putting it all in there. Again, training my grit, my tenacity, my sales acumen, really pushing myself forward. Fast forward, I get a job with Key Group Worldwide, which I'm really proud to say was representing Ann Burrell, who recently passed.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to meet her a lot of times. I had Alex Cornicelli, Jeffrey Zakarian, these top chefs that I got to be a part of their world for a bit, and I was able to really learn from some of the best in the business and propel myself forward into that. I want to be a part of the food space, but there's so many directions that you can go in that space. It can be in film, it can be in TV, etc.
Yeah.
So once I broke out, I was like, you know what? I don't know exactly what I want to do. I want to be involved in food. I want to be involved in sales. My friend got me a job at Yelp, which, as you might already know, it's pretty food driven.
It's all food driven, pretty much.
Yeah. So they always recommend the local businesses and small businesses, and I worked with them, and I got a chance to get promoted to the restaurant team, which is selling restaurant software, and that was when my world exploded. I was already kind of working freelance with restaurant consulting for restaurants in DC and Baltimore. I was consulting for restaurants up here in Jersey. I had some really great opportunities throughout college as well.
Yeah.
So blending all that together to work with Yelp, to help open restaurants, to help consult with them and make that job my own.
Yeah.
Using that as a catapult. The name Yelp gets me in, but Bryan Lewis gets me even further.
Sure.
And that's why I was really proud of myself on that side, and that's kind of where the next few years kind of led into it.
So you guys are how old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, so you're very young.
Yeah. Likewise.
Yeah. So, okay, so now you're both like doing this after school, trying to find your like thing, and then what happens? How does the wing bar enter your life?
Yeah,
or how do you two say to each other, we should do something together? What's that look like?
Morgan saved my life, and I'll be so frank. Like, that's why I always am like kicking myself. If I get mad at her, if I kick myself, if I'm never like always in her corner totally in a moment. I was working as a director of social media for a hospitality group in the city, working with really incredible clients. And I even got Maddie from Sister Snacking, actually, shout out her. She connected me with the group, so that she also saved my time. I hated my job, and she helped me get into something. And there's a million things I can go with this, but it's always about helping people.
Yeah.
And I got back from a trip from Antarctica with my family. I was gone for 3 weeks. First call after 30 hours of travel was 4 of the guys saying, "Hey, Bryan, thanks so much for all your work. We bought a restaurant, can't afford you, see you later." And that was like devastating.
That was for the people you were working for?
Yes, and I was doing my own, I had Belu's Foods, my own food content creation thing on the side. I met a lot of great creators, and I was doing that along with this.
So your side gig was sort of social media for yourself, Bryan Lewis.
For myself.
Right. So you're doing TikTok. You're doing like the food, like all the content creators.
All the content, working with brands, etc. And I kind of fell right when I landed after a huge trip. I hit up Morgan right away and I was like, "Hey, like you had mentioned at one point that maybe there's a way you could connect my world with yours.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way." So she stuck her neck out for me, got me a meeting with both the owners, and I was able to work my way in, have a conversation. I got
to do their social media?
Social media, help with systems, just kind of bring a new, fresh breath of air.
And this was the restaurant that you were working for in Jersey City?
Yes.
Okay, so you were like, let me see, maybe they can use your expertise, like what you've been doing.
Totally.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But
I asked them,
As a friend, you're like saying, like, let me see, maybe there's something you can do here. Yeah. Okay.
His position never existed before in our company, and I believed in what he's done for himself, and I knew that he could do it for our restaurants that, it was post-COVID, so all restaurants were struggling a bit just to, like, get to the numbers they were pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So I knew that the things that he could do and what he has done for us as Wing Bar as well, just like really the power of social media and just the way that he connects with humans is like so beyond what I'm able to do as a human being. So I really respect him and his craft, and we're like, he could do it for us totally.
It's a very, and post-COVID, I mean, I think that's when, TikTok blew up. Reels became a thing on Instagram. I mean, that's when I think everything shifted. And restaurants don't know how to do social media, right? I mean, they just don't. They're dependent on... Now I think they see the power of influencers or content creators, whatever we want to call them. So your circle at the time, I'm just so I can piece this all together. Your circle at the time was other content creators like a Maddie Snacks or someone like that, and so people like that were helping you find.
Yeah. So essentially, I'll never say I'm in anyone's direct circle. I knew them. They helped me out. They were cool. I think we had a really early relationship on TikTok. They had reached out to me, asked a couple questions, and we really had a good back and forth.
Well, I think content creators have this thing. I think majority of them, no one's threatened by another person, and everyone's in it together. And that's really, you help me here, I'm going to help you here.
Right.
I mean, that's honestly, I think that's been what my experience has been.
Yeah, and she was blasting off in her own career, so she didn't even have this kind of her side thing that she then launched herself off of. And it was kind of like, I have a predecessor that can, or someone, whatever the word. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Word. But either way, the person
like a mentor, or someone who
can just step right in.
Yeah.
The person who can just come right in. And for me, I was really appreciative for that. She allowed me to come in, and I got a quarter. I had 3 months to kind of put my mark on this place to really help find the issues and find what's working, and
bring in foot traffic.
Yeah, and just bring in people. And after that 3 months was up, I was told that, don't know if you're totally worth the money, but there is an opportunity for you that could be out here. The barbecue restaurant that's attached, the 3 restaurants that are attached, barbecue restaurant on the side was facilitating the food for both restaurants. The kitchen in the taco bar, which is now Wing Bar, had a kitchen, but nothing in it, just like leftover garbage and some scrap metal.
Okay, so let's go. Right now, we are sitting on Bergen Avenue in Jersey City.
Yes.
So where we're sitting on this one block are 3 restaurants.
Yes.
So there's this Italian pizza place called ITA. Then there's the Wing Bar. And then there's now a Greek restaurant.
Yes.
Right? But it was not a Greek restaurant. It was barbecue.
Yes.
And where the Wing Bar was a taco place. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're now saying to you, there's the barbecue place and the taco place. Maybe you can, turn it around?
Yeah, he's just like, there's a whole, just a stream of revenue just waiting to be had right here.
Yeah.
There was a bit of issue on communication-wise from the, facilitating both restaurants. It makes it hard. And there's only 2 people working here, so having to go and grab it and bartend and cook, and it just wasn't cohesive. So one of the owners was like, hey, do you want to just brainstorm something? How would you fill that space? What would you do? I said, okay.
Wow, interesting.
Right. And that was my opportunity to say, all right, Morgan, thanks for getting my foot in the door. I'm never going to help. I want to do it on my own. It's all me. Or I could say, I do not know everything, especially when it's here. This is a different world. And people who haven't been here before, this is like the most interesting neighborhood I've ever had any part of ever. And I've lived in multiple places.
Yeah.
I needed her so bad. And I would not be able to do anything if I didn't have her wherewithal of the area and also her expertise in the space. So
did you say to Morgan, or were you... Okay, so did you say to Morgan, I have this opportunity?
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Literally, sorry to go into it, but literally, after 10 minutes of hearing that from her, I go, from him, I go, Morgan, please, let's go to my house and let's figure something out. This is a cool opportunity. I'll tell you everything when I get there. We grabbed the biggest Rex Goliath bottle of wine we could, and we sat down, And I'll let Morgan go off from this, but it was really like such a quick, like, all right, he just told me that. Let's get out of here. Let's go figure this out.
So I want to hear this, but quickly describe what the neighborhood is here. Like, what is the demographic where we are?
So this is actually one of my favorite things to talk about because I really am. I've only lived in this neighborhood for the past 10 years that I've lived in Jersey City.
Okay.
It is one of the last neighborhoods where high-income families and low-income families intersect. And that was really important for us as a restaurant to honor that and to be a space where everyone in the neighborhood could comfortably exist. And that was a really important part of like our business plan and the way that we every day make decisions for our business was to honor the neighborhood that we're in because it really is like people that make a shit ton of money are next to people that don't make a shit ton of money and that they live next door to each other. And I think that it's so unique and we're one of the last neighborhoods in Jersey City that is like that.
And Jersey City is changing very
rapidly.
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. Okay. So you guys sit with your big Rex and Goliath wine, and what comes out of that meeting, Morgan?
I think it was one of those like. We just kind of rambled off a couple ideas, and we're like, that already exists. Someone already does that, and it really like went down to wings, and then the places serve wings, but there's no place known for their wings, or that their wings is like their main dish. Yeah. And we thought that was a huge hole in our market for our neighborhood and Jersey City as a whole. That was really missing it for us. And by the end of the night, we had a logo. Like we had everything. We had a whole business plan. We looked up. Because I had access to all the food purveyor accounts for the other restaurants. So we were able to look up how much a case of wings was. So we were able to do food margins that night.
Oh my God.
We did so much. And we finished that bottle of wine and we were like, this is genius.
You were like, we're going to take over the world. Yeah.
It's like the most like crumpled piece of paper. Like, this is it. We've done it. Yes.
It's like actually like you're like, when you have to do like one of those big, what is it, a Keystone project for college?
Sure.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. It's like you had to like really map the whole thing out. So the next day you wake up and you bring it to who? To the partners?
Yes. So we were offered to become a ghost kitchen in the back of Taco Bar.
Oh, okay.
So we weren't even going to be, the wing bar wasn't going to be on the front. It was going to be a bar. Who knows what the name would have even been, but it would have been Bergen Bar that serves Wing Bar's food, and that was going to be it. And we were going to have to rely on third-party deliveries.
I was going to say, like DoorDash, you could look up the Wing Bar, but there was no Wing Bar.
Yeah. So that's what we were originally offered, and that's kind of the deal that we took in the beginning. And I'm grateful that we did because the money that we put in was so little to get our foot in the door versus like us having to take over a large lease or like put in a build out. Like if we got like a white box situation, like I just don't even know how we'd even tackle something like that.
Well, and you're young. I mean, this is how many years ago? 3 years ago?
3.
No.
Oh my God.
2. It'll be we'll have
2.
Opened for 2 years in September. So it's like a year
this
and
may
a half,
drop in September.
Yeah.
So
2-year
I mean, wow.
Maybe.
Our 2-year anniversary.
Do we hear the like parade coming down Bergen Avenue? I don't know. We should. We should have cued that. Yeah.
No.
That's amazing. I mean, you're young. Really, you're Morgan sort of in the industry. Bryan, you're sort of like adjacent to the industry.
Sure.
You come up after a drunken night with an amazing plan, and bam, here we are today.
Yes. And we knew that it was something special. And I'll have Bryan tell the story of when we worked with Eric Hammer and when it first went viral. But what we knew that it was a great business plan was because we opened up and then we took off. And then 3 months later, Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop opened in our neighborhood.
No way.
We did the market research we did the Keystone project for these larger companies.
Larger brands, yeah.
Do you think they came here because of you?
It could be a coincidence, but...
It's a little bit. There are no coincidences. Yes, there are no. So, okay, so you now sign your contract with these partners, Ghost Kitchen, and what happens?
So first off, we weren't going to even do, because we had to get like the equipment and stuff. I made so many mistakes getting even up to that part.
Best way to learn, though, by the way.
So Steve, the main partner here, he's a modest guy. I never know if he wants to be involved always.
Oh,
but he's the man, and he's like that guy I want to always like.
He took a chance on us.
He did, and because they had a good thing going already. They had a decent thing that I was already doing. It was already making money. It was pretty like low maintenance. It was doing its thing, So we had to pitch ourselves, and that came from fleshing out this business plan. That's come from getting our shit together. It's like getting this equipment, showing that we know what to do, cleaning the place, and we had a lot of help. Aaron's he's one of our maintenance guys, and he's just overall like one of the lifebloods of this operation. He's always around. He's always helping us out, doing things for us.
Because he's now doing this. So now we're going to get there, but now it's just this restaurant and the wing bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because basically as we are set to open, Carval is basically set to close. So
that's the end one.
Yes,
The
the
barbecue.
barbecue spot, exactly.
Yeah.
So we fleshed this idea out. Steve is finally like, all right, I like where you're going with this. I think you should add burgers. And that was one of those things where I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know who we're staffing right now. I'm supposed to be making burgers too and doing this and beef and chicken. I don't know. And I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll go with it. And that was such a great move. Again, we owe a lot of our guys a lot of credit, but we opened it up. And the first week or so, it's like me and Morgan, like
employee 1 and employee 2,
literally
and
like
that's
thing
it.
1, thing 2, whatever you want to call it. It was just like
And it was still the taco bar at the time?
taco bar serving wing bars food.
Okay.
So we are wing bar within
How
taco
And a
confusing.
burger.
Yes.
Okay.
And people are actually like, A, confused, but B, like, where are the tacos? Oh my God, we missed taco bar. Where is it? Blah, blah. And I'm like, well, we're still here. It's fine. But we open up the first like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. A lot of mistakes made, a lot of chicken thrown away, a lot of like just we don't have it together. It's getting crazy.
I have so many questions.
Yes.
Okay, so
Shoot away.
it's the taco bar. Is there are there cooks for the taco bar?
No. They stopped.
They stopped serving.
Because when we opened almost to the same day, the kitchen because remember the barbecue place was cooking
Closing.
for the
taco bar.
So when they closed, it was kind of like
It lost the taco bar kitchen.
Yeah, so we took over the food program for taco bar.
So it
as
was
Wing Bar.
basically a bar,
yes,
just a bar.
a bar with an empty kitchen.
And if you wanted food, it was the wing bar.
Yeah, well, it was originally as Carval selling food to Taco Bar and to Carval. Now at this point, Carval is closed.
Yep.
Taco Bar is hosting Wing Bar.
Okay.
So we are-
but they're not. But there are
not-
no tacos.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
there are no more tacos.
If they're ordering food from us. Yes. The Wing
Okay,
Bar.
so
Sorry,
there's
I
no
was confusing
tacos.
myself at that
So
point.
it's the I
Like
know
tacos,
I just want to
barbecue.
lay it out so
Yes.
people understand who are listening. So
Yes.
it's the taco bar, but there are no tacos at
No.
this point because
No.
the other kitchen's closed, and it's the taco bar, so you can get your tequila.
Yes.
But you're only getting wings from the wing bar. Now, my next question
sounds
is:
so ridiculous
It sounds so
when you say it
ridiculous,
out loud.
but
It's
I think,
really-
but I think that's part of the story. So,
Yeah.
my other question is Morgan, you worked in a kitchen. Bryan, you did not. So, did you have recipes for wings? Were you like, what was the menu, and who knew how to implement
It
that?
was Bryan. Bryan's an amazing home chef, I
Yeah.
will say.
Yeah.
Like he cooks amazing food, and all of our recipes are based off of his original recipes. Like the way that we, even down to how we cook the wings and how we salt our burgers, everything is Bryan's recipes.
Wow.
Yeah. So because he's our OG
They're
cook.
they're really good wings. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not saying I'm a connoisseur. I mean, maybe in my own mind I am, but they're really my favorite wings.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
That's incredible. But did you even know how to work a fryer? I mean, all that stuff.
So yeah, I did cook in kitchens before.
Yeah.
Like, earlier on in my life, and also like in college, I did a couple jobs there. But to actually run it like a restaurant, and a
Tickets are coming
business,
in. Tickets
yes,
are coming
is
in,
Not
yeah.
the same as like, all right, I'm gonna just wash my hands leisurely and cut my onions with my AirPods in, like daydream about whatever. It's like no, like you have people yelling at you, like I
Yes.
need my food, this and that. It's hot as hell.
Yeah.
And I am like not accustomed to this at all, and we had some old equipment that was used from before that we kind of like, again, sticks and glue is like the theme here.
Yeah.
Just put it together so it worked, and we go in and it's like, all right, this thing's broken, this is actually not working, and then we had. So I'm actually so glad we're done with that part. I'm not gonna lie. That was like the worst.
I know it's like probably
That-
like PTSD
it's literally-
talking about it, but
literally.
look how far you come.
Sure.
So okay, so you open, and
3 weeks we were doing like okay, but the first week I was calling my dad. I'm like, Dad, we sold $400 of food this week. We're gonna be millionaires. Like we are so in there.
The first sale, we were
Yes.
like, yeah,
Yes, like,
Oh my God, it's so
an actual
funny.
tick goes, and I like we were like yes, like
Yeah.
dancing back and forth. Like, can you
this
believe?
is so brilliant.
Yes,
Yeah.
can you believe? And also like because she did all the IT stuff, like all the hooking up the connections, and I'm not that tech savvy. I'll be
Yeah.
honest, but she's like plugging this and changing and blah, blah. Things break, she's and she's already done. So the fact that she had that laid out and got it good. The third week comes in, and I know Eric like through the internet. But
Eric Hammer,
yes.
Yeah.
And he had a video about the like 7 best wings to get in Hoboken. And I knew he lived in Hoboken.
Yeah.
And Steve had sent me the same video that I had already seen. And I'm like, all right, I should reach out. So I sent him a message. I was like, hey, bro, like just opened up, this and that. He comes over. He's like, can I bring a friend? Absolutely. They're both named Eric, which I'm glad it was because we got really drunk and I would have forgotten the other guy's name. So
it made it a lot easier for you.
To hold it down. And there was like 2 people in the bar, and I was so proud that he came in. I was so like happy that I was so appreciative and came in. We just talked about food and about life and about hustle and about that industry, content creation. Just like really connected really well.
He's like such a pleasure to
Yeah.
have.
He's amazing.
He's so smart,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is like the
And
kind
he's
of guy.
humble, and
Yeah.
I can't say enough good things about
Totally.
him. Yeah.
And just like really was enjoying that conversation, and we posted it, and I was like, dude, 25,000 views. Let's go.
So this is 2 years ago.
Yeah,
so his
basically.
career, his
It's changed. He went full time.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I did the podcast
There
with
you
him.
go. Oh, sorry.
Right.
I don't
Yeah. Right
ruin
there. Yeah.
anything, guys. I'm
No.
sorry.
That dropped already.
Okay.
Trust me. It's such a good podcast. Here's a little plug for that one. Listen to the Eric Hammer guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's an inspiring story. So, but that was 2 years ago when he was just starting his thing. So that's a big video for him to do.
Sure.
Where he is in his career.
Yeah.
But 25,000 views is huge.
Especially for when it was like our first, because we were like posting like here and there, like little clips,
Yeah.
whatever. But it was 25,000. Like, bro, like 400 shares, let's go. And that turned into, over the course of 2 weeks, like 12.
Oh, so then does the business change?
Oh my! It went to like 12 million views, like across all the platforms. And
Insane.
And like within a day or two, we were inundated.
Literally the next day.
Yeah, we were
Yeah, that's what I want, yeah.
inundated with people. We had a line down the block. We were not prepared at all. Like to that.
You're just like,
capacity.
this is cool. We're like,
We didn't realize.
25,000 views. And then
Yeah.
you come here and you're like, oh, shit.
You don't always realize how
power
real
of it. Yeah.
this really is, and it's exactly the power that they hold as
Yeah.
creators. And he didn't ask for a dime. He didn't. I was like, can I please give you something? I'll cater you a party. I don't want anything. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. And since then, we've taken care of like some catering here and there, helping them out. But
Yeah.
Again, so humble, and like we have guys like Cody Chows who comes out. Like,
Oh, has
very
Cody
soon-
Chows come here?
a couple
Yeah.
times, and
Yeah.
he's become buddies. And Blake came actually recently and has had a few videos. And there's been so many great
Tipsy Critic. I know this is
Yes,
one of his favorite. I love
the
Kyle.
man. He came.
Yeah.
He came in here as well, and just really setting the tone for like the type of people that we want to be with. And like there
Yeah.
are so many folks that we want to work with continuously, but more importantly, how does the food taste and how is the experience?
Well,
and
they're not coming. Those guys are not coming here if it's not worth it.
Right.
I mean, the
Right.
end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we were really just trying to hyper focus on, okay, yes, we're crazy busy. Let's try to get some money in, try to pay some team. We had some nice people who kind of helped us out,
Sure.
cooks, and we had, it's really taken a village. Like that is beyond words. I can't even explain that. It takes everybody all the time, every day. Jeff, our head chef, came in pretty quickly who's still here.
Yeah.
Savage. All our guys are savages. They're young. They're hungry. They want to be here. They take care of us. We
The
take care of
bartenders
them.
are amazing too.
Yes,
by
our
the way.
bartender
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
led by, Kayla and Kat. I want to lead the whole team, but everyone's been really so huge for us. And but yeah, it went from Eric's video was the catalyst for sure.
So has the menu changed a lot from then till now?
Maybe
Not a
we've
ton.
added like 1 or 2 things,
we've-
but the core has stayed the same. We've
Yeah.
added a few sauces.
Yeah, a couple like the fried shrimp that were jumbo fried shrimp. We've done a couple specials. We've done like cheesesteak pop-ups. We've done, but the main heartbeat of our menu is the smash burger one.
Yeah.
The honey Old Bay, which is a Maryland boy staple.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Amazing.
and
Yeah.
the Yardbird, which is another Maryland staple that they actually, I don't put Old Bay in it, in Maryland they do, but it's the garlic parm and buffalo mix. And again, one of our teammates, Kat, who's one of our good friends, grew up with, like, they're best friends, grew up with Morgan.
Maybe we grew up together.
Oh, that's so
And
nice.
she's a good eater. Like she's like really like something of crazy combinations of this, and she'll like I'm like that looks banging. Whatever you just made right there looks it's just this and that. She basically was like, can I get a garlic parm buffalo mix? And I was like, oh, you heard of Yardbird? She goes, what? I go, made it on the menu that same day, and it's been our best seller.
Wow.
Literally. So it's all.
Do you have a dry rub?
We do a dry rub. It's kind of just a mix of a few of our spices.
Yeah, I think I had that too.
Yeah, but we do, even just the Old Bay dry rub is my personal favorite.
So good. It's so good.
I'm a salt guy.
Here was my observation. Tell me if this is okay. I came, like I said, it was a rainy Saturday. I'm a little bit older than you guys. Not much, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I came in and I felt like an old lady. I don't know if that's the way I would describe it, but let's say I felt like an old lady because it was all young people sitting at the bar. It was probably 12 o'clock, watching games, drinking beers, eating wings. And I will tell you, like I said, I was a little nervous to do my video, and I don't get nervous a lot. And my feeling was that every person that was in the video, that when I walked by, they were so warm and friendly. And it was like really not, like you felt like it was a community inside your spot. I mean, it really did. Do you feel like that's what it is? It's the same people. You get the regulars, the spinning of the wheel. I mean, that was like, I was so excited. I love the spinning of the wheel, which you can explain. But I mean, do you feel like it feels like a college bar?
Yeah.
But you're not in a college area. I mean, that's like Cheers, I guess. Like, yeah.
Everyone knows your name. Fun fact: St. Peter's is actually right down the block. If you ever have any, like, we ever see any St. Peter's, the peacocks, the gear around here?
Oh, you know what we saw when we were driving in? Yeah. So do you get a lot of college kids?
We do.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's more like Uber Eats and stuff. I think they get more in that area. But yeah, to answer your question, absolutely. I think we pride ourselves on our people as just as much as we do on anything else. And I think the energy that we bring and our team brings every day, it attracts good people. And individuals who come in who won't fit in, who don't feel it. It might not be for them. They understand it. They move on, but they're never going to be like, you're not going to feel uncomfortable when you come.
No, it felt really like I was like, I sort of wanted to stay. I sort of wanted to sit at the bar. That's the feeling I got. I was like, oh, you know what? I want to like sit at the bar, eat my wings, have a beer, watch a game.
Yap with a stranger.
It was important to us to create a space that we ourselves would want to be in. Like, imagine we created a restaurant and didn't want to be in it ever. Like, what's the point, right?
Yeah.
So it's a place that our friends even come and they'll be like, hey, I'm at Wing Bar, where are you? And we're like, oh, I'm coming, I'm here already. And our friends will be like, we'll bring dates there. And it's just really fun that we've created a community. And I think our neighborhood very specifically is becoming a little bit of a younger neighborhood, the younger families to like people that are, freshly graduated to, those young families up to like the early 40s. I feel like that is what I'm seeing now in our neighborhood versus it was a lot of like much older folks in this neighborhood. So it is changing a lot. And I think we have really made a mark in our neighborhood as like a staple of our community. And I feel like I can say that confidently because we have such like a presence of our neighborhood and the people that do live doors away coming almost every day. Yeah.
Well, what's cool also is for people who haven't been here, you have the garage door that opens up, which is super cool, especially not on a hot day like today, but like on a nice spring, fall day. It's probably awesome.
It's the best.
You do a lot of the like bar events, right? You have trivia. What else do you do?
Karaoke. We do bingo on Mondays. We do a lot of we have specials we have a special every day. We have happy hours. We have food specials, $1 Wing Wednesdays. DJs come in. We have parties and we have pop-ups that come out. We have people like Mav's Top Buns. We make, like I mentioned before, cheesesteaks. We have the Blackstone next door. So we want to break it out more, but as the summertime comes in. But it's just, in general, we're trying to keep it fun. We're trying to keep it entertaining. We're not trying to be too serious. I think a lot of times with restaurants, you want to have this certain image to uphold and you want to be this and that. And like there are places that need to have that, for sure. The Carbones of the world, the bigger names that have that essence. But for us, we want to have, if you come in pajama pants or if you come with a suit and tie, if you come with whatever, like just make sure you get an extra wet nap because you're gonna get mad. We serve them hot, serve them crispy, and serve them wet, and they're really good.
Explain the wheel.
Yeah,
I love the wheel.
If I may.
Oh, please.
So, was the wheel your idea?
This is one of my favorite ideas that I've ever had that I'm the most proud of. Not that I gamble, but I love like the idea of winning.
Yeah.
I love that people love seeing color, and it's just an idea that. For us, for people who don't know, we have a spinning wheel that if you spend every $50 in-house, you get a spin on the wheel. So $100, 2 spins. And I think as a person who came from a sales background, it helps. It gives some sort of ammo for our bartenders to be like, hey, like you have $48 here. Do you want to get another shot? just you can get a potentially for a free.
So what are the options on the wheel that you would win?
Like 3-piece tender, a burger, house shot, a beer.
Smash burger.
And everyone's a winner. You win something.
Yeah, and there is like a 2 try agains, but like sometimes the wind gets really strong and like a little extra.
Yeah, they just go boop.
Yeah,
oh my god, yeah,
a free shot.
Yeah,
but it keeps it fun, and we're not, in the best way possible, we're not money hungry individuals. We want to make money. It's a business after all. We want to pay our people really well. We want to be above industry averages. We want to make sure that the community has a better fridge that we able to buy, a brand new fridge that is beautiful and keeps everything perfect. And we continuously make improvements and invest. But by doing that and by giving people that extra little boost of like, here's a free shot, here's this, oh my God, it's your birthday, here you go. Like that makes them come back, and that helps us all. And there is a way that we can all win, that people aren't being taken advantage of. We can still offer dollar wings, and we can still do a great Wednesday. Wednesday was our most busy day last week. You know
really?
What I mean?
And which is shocking because a lot of restaurants I've been talking to during the week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays seem to be slow for them.
Oh yeah.
Lately.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great thing for you.
Right. And that's why we really, the spinning wheel was just my way of like, first of all, it's so like in your
it's so
face.
fun, and it's the bartender was so fun.
Yes.
I mean, the whole thing was
ring the bell.
It makes you want to. You're like excited.
Yes.
If you're not excited, something's wrong with you. Like I was so excited, and I didn't even spend $50.
And you see other people do it. It's like, how'd they get that? Oh, well, it reinvigorates their excitement to come back.
Sure.
You know. So
it's a little thing that says, oh, you know what? I was at the wing bar. It's so fun there. Let's go. Mm-hmm. So 2 years in. Almost your 2-year anniversary, maybe 2 years when we drop this. How are you guys feeling about it?
Amazing. I feel like every day we learn something new and we get stronger. And I like that you mentioned that, like, how much we like respect our team and look to take care of them. Like we pay well above minimum wage, and we give raises almost at a quarterly basis.
Wow.
Bonuses.
And then by this time next year, we want to be offering health insurance and 401ks, like, which is totally not an industry standard. Like
especially not for a group like a little dive bar in the middle of Bergen Avenue.
So it's important to us that
it's a little dive bar with a lot of heart.
With a lot of heart, absolutely. Small but mighty, for sure. And we could not do this without our team, and they really run the show for us, and we're so grateful for them every day.
Yeah, we have such great mentorship, like direct mentorship from people who have been there, done that, and are doing too, and are also, even in their 60s, are still making new business ventures and making it something new for themselves. And like that really like sparks it for us. And the fact that we can pay people well enough that they can get their own apartment and they can make moves on their own and they can travel and take
start
a vacation.
Families or whatever. Yeah.
And that is like the most rewarding thing I could ever feel, I think. Just being able to pay someone enough that they can actually live a life that isn't just confined to their dorm, their apartment, their place of business. Like that is the best feeling of all time.
So if we were to sit down again in 5 years from now, what would be the update in your mind?
I know Brian's going to say probably have a couple wing bars under our belt, which I think is not too far off for us. We've looked at places, we've kind of like dabbled with the idea, and nothing has really felt 100% right to us, but it's definitely something that is like not off of our plate, and we're always looking to do it.
Do you have areas that you would want to be in?
I laugh because Brian really wants to do one in Baltimore, which I think would be great.
Yeah.
I'm like, go have fun.
Yeah.
By Camden Yards.
Yeah, literally. My sister's got a beautiful condo. She just bought a beautiful condo in Baltimore. And by the way, before I forget, I wanted to shout out my parents too as well. You know, I'll let you do the shout out for your parents as well. My dad invested early on, so like he was someone who was like, you know what, I want to see it grow. I want to be a part of the growth process. Like they were behind us every day, and just like I love my family, and Morgan's a big family girl too. So like having our family so tight knit to this too is like the biggest push for us.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So. But I would love to have one in Baltimore. I think New York is depending on where in New York you go, you can get.
You need to be like in Brooklyn, like Williamsburg.
Exactly. And that's why it's being in Jersey City, it isn't always easy to get back and forth. So even if maybe in Hoboken, but
Maybe in Livingston. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I've been. That's all I keep saying. We need.
Nearby, you know, like
there's a couple. You've Seton Hall. You have Montclair State. You have Drew University.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot. I'm just saying. I'd
Absolutely.
be a big supporter of that.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really, really cool.
So the idea is, for now, get better at what you're doing.
Always.
Right? Get better, and then possibly expand.
Yeah, and I think like finding different streams of revenue and just different verticals to get ourselves into. I would love to be able to sell our sauces in stores. I'd love to be able to get our Honey Old Bay, which is against its title, is a vegan option. Secret, I guess. I mean, we've tossed it around, but it's you know, our Yardbird sauce. You shake well, serve it in a glass jar, and you have a beautiful sauce.
Yeah.
No fillers, no BS ingredients, like fresh garlic that we mince ourselves. We do everything by hand, and it really is a part of it. I would love to be in stores. I really would be. Just selling our sauces, like getting the name out there, and that'd be something for us.
It's amazing. It's a nice story because, you know, to recap it for a second, friends from college, history, street smarts, coming up through the hospitality business just because, right? It was a job after college.
No, yeah. And
right?
so I was looking to see what I could do.
Yeah.
And that's why I started working at the restaurant. I saw they were hiring and I was like, okay, I'll start working. And then I was talking to all my friends and I was like, I'm bartending and making way more money than you guys are making. It's
incredible, right?
Yeah,
I know.
Big boy
I was like,
job.
I think I'm going to stick with this for a little while.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So, but just to see, like, just to hear this story to me is so amazing. Like, my son's sitting here, maybe listening to the interview, but it's such a good lesson in, you know, you just got to be resilient. You got to have a little bit of grit, a little bit of motivation, and things will come to you, God willing, knock on wood.
Sure.
And then being good at what it is that comes your way. Right?
Absolutely.
I mean,
I think honoring each other's strengths.
Yes.
Like I say this all the time, like there are so many things that Bryan does that I just cannot do. Like watching him talk to like our purveyors, like getting them down 50 cents. Like he's just like a shark. He's like, no, we're gonna pay this.
that's the
like,
street smart though.
Yeah,
that's the hustle.
And that's not me. They'll tell me it's $15 more expensive. I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely, that sounds great. And he's like, Morgan, you have to argue with them.
Actually, I'll just give you more money. I don't want to argue.
Yeah. And then he is always so complimentary to me, saying like there's things that he just can't. So I think we are a perfect partnership of just like whatever hole we like have in our skill set, like the other fills, and I think we've just found like a perfect match in that sense. We love to argue, but other than that,
I was gonna say, I mean, you know, being friends, it's not easy being partners.
It's not, but I think at the end of the day, we are family, and our families are each other's families, and because we've known each other for a decade now at this point.
Yeah.
And we always remember that we're on the same team, and that's always the most important lesson. That there's people that try to sometimes come between us and and turn us against each other, and there have been situations where that's come up. It's all money driven.
That's crazy.
But we're always at the end of the day on each other. We're the team. Like we're on each other's side. Like we have each other's backs, and that's like what we've even the past year have learned from countless interactions with other people. So
yeah, we're M&B Hospitality. That's like our company. Like
what is it?
M&B Hospitality is our company, but Wing Bar is the subsidiary at that point. So that's it. Just at one point we want to do like M&B like catering, M&B weddings, M&B. Well, like we want to like really like.
I mean, who doesn't want wings at their wedding?
Yeah,
I mean,
like a late
seriously,
night activation.
yes,
like
totally.
Oh my God, yeah, like our tenders or something.
You know what you need to do is like the bat and bar mitzvahs, especially like out by us. They always have a late night.
Sure.
A late night something. Mm-hmm. The wing bar that would kill.
Having Wing Bar next to the guy with the I don't know if they still do. I haven't been to a bar bat mitzvah in a little bit, but they have the guy doing the shirts with the spray paint.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Now they just have the shirts, but the swag next to the swag.
Next to the swag and the root beer floats is like the classic.
I feel like I need to be bat mitzvahed all over again just so I can have the wing bar there. So, Bryan, I know your favorite flavor of wings. Morgan, I'd like to know yours.
I would say Yardbird.
Oh, okay.
I love Yardbird.
Yardbird it is then.
It's so good.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. I mean, this is amazing. Number one, Bryan, seeing you again. Morgan, meeting you. You guys are cute. You're young, and I feel like you guys, I cannot wait for more wing bars.
Good. Well, we appreciate it a lot, and thanks for
Thank you,
letting us be a part of it. And again, like, keep going on your journey. We talked about this a lot. Like, keep doing your thing and like be disruptive and be loud. Come in and let people know that you're there. And
I'm very loud. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's really amazing to watch. So congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of the Wing Bar. So anyone that's listening or has listened to this part, go to the Wing Bar in Jersey City. It is a good time. Spend $50, spin the wheel, have the Yardbird. I promise you, it'll be your best night in a very long time. Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you are hearing this message, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I'm truly grateful for you and this opportunity. The purpose of the Behind the Counter podcast is to bring food, people, and community together. I hope you'll return for more episodes and explore with me. I want to personally thank Fran Linnell of Design 68 for my amazing Behind the Counter podcast logo, and Travis Lohenberg for my awesome Behind the Counter music, and all the guests that take their time to sit and talk with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please leave a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you hear your podcasts. If you'd like to support the Behind the Counter podcast, please subscribe, share with your friends and family, and you can follow me on Instagram at Heidi Blum. If you have any feedback or stories that you want to share, you can email me at foodsarbtc@gmail.com.